If you're checking your portfolio today, the math on Nintendo has officially shifted. The stock just hit its lowest point since late 2023, and after a year of the Switch 2 being on the market, the reality is setting in for investors. Let's take a look at what went wrong. First, the $449 price point. When Nintendo launched the Switch 2 a year ago at $449, the company was betting that customers would pay a premium for upgraded hardware. For a company that built its empire on being the affordable family option, that was a massive gamble in my opinion. A year later, the data's pretty clear. At $449 before you buy a single game, the company's priced out a significant portion of its traditional customer base. The adoption curve has been notably slower than the original Switch, and the price of the Switch 2 goes up to $499 on September 1st. So if you want to buy the system and save the $50, you better do it before September 1st. Second, the sales reality. After a year on the market, Nintendo's actual unit sales are tracking well below what the original Switch did in its first year. Management's latest guidance during its latest earnings call confirms what investors are fearing. Momentum is pretty weak. When your new flagship hardware is underperforming your 7-year-old predecessor, that's a fundamental problem. The install base right now just isn't growing fast enough to justify the company's valuation. Third, and most important in my opinion, is the software problem. Hear me out. A year in, and we still don't have a true system seller. Beyond remakes and ports, there's no new Zelda, no groundbreaking Mario title, nothing that makes the $449 entry fee, soon to be $500 in September, feel justified. That killer app that drives hardware adoption has not materialized yet, and that's left early adopters, many of my friends, feeling burned, and potential buyers waiting on the sidelines. Finally, and this is something we've all felt, the macro squeeze. Electronics tariffs and supply chain costs have been compressing margins throughout the industry all year. President Furukawa has acknowledged these pressures are eating into profitability, and there's no easy fix when you're dealing with global trade policy. The bottom line, a year after launch and the Switch 2 is underperforming. The software lineup hasn't delivered, and external pressures are squeezing margins for the business. Nintendo a year ago bet on premium pricing, and it hasn't paid off yet. Drop a comment, guys. Did you buy a Switch 2 yet, or has the $449 price tag kept you out? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you for the next one. Peace.